Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Check the Score podcast, not Josh Talk Sport. We're here today. We've got a three-person panel on video, obviously a bit different. We've obviously done the first two podcasts with two people. We're joined by returning guests Bailey, and James was our first guest on the first UFC podcast.
Yo.
How are we, boys?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm glad to be here. It's I'm a bit of a, multi-man, bro. I'm doing MMA, so I was talking now on MMA.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, has anyone done that before on the...
No,
okay.
you're the first crossover. And James, obviously, we talked about the Pereira Adesanya card. That was the first UFC podcast we did.
Awful predictions were made. I did not say Pereira was going to win. You guys are mistaken. That was someone else.
Yeah, because we watched that fight together, and man, that was like, we just didn't expect that happening.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed out about that one.
Yeah. Obviously, there's a big fight card happening this weekend. A few big Aussies on that card. Obviously, you got the likes of Volk, Whitaker, Jack Della. We'll get into that in a bit. Because obviously, the UFC Fight Night card this weekend was pretty interesting. And I actually didn't get around to watching it, but you boys did. And you clearly have some strong opinions on it. So I'll let you take it away for the start.
Yeah, look, I think... Should we start with the Grant Dawson fight?
Go with that. Oh, start with Kevin Lee. That was before.
Oh, true. No, we'll go with the Kevin Lee fight. It was his return. But he's a well-known fighter. He's good. Returning. And he just got choked out in about a minute.
Yeah, it was a pretty rough comeback. And before that, he was fighting an Eagle FC. I don't even know if he won that fight. But yeah, considering he was like contending for the interim belt against Tony Ferguson, it was a bit of a sad drop-off. Seeing him come back like that, only 60 seconds, and then even asking the ref when he got tapped out, did I win?
I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, no, he said to the ref, did I win? And he was like, after he went to sleep.
He literally went unconscious.
Wait, what?
He went unconscious. Like, he fully went to sleep. And he's asking, did I win? Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's insane. Far out. But yeah, is it the... Yeah, Michael Morales versus Max Griffin. That's who it is. So Morales is 15-0. Damn. Surely he gets it. Surely he gets a big fight then. He deserves a big fight. If that's the case, unless I'm mistaken.
Is this the one that was on Oliveira's team? The other blonde guy that got the
Oh,
comeback?
yeah, I think so. Because he had Oliveira like on his shorts. Hey, if you're on Oliveira's team, maybe.
Yeah.
There was also, the Grant Dawson fight on that card. That was pretty good. Very dominant, easy, like, I don't even know what it'd be, 30-27?
Oh, yeah, I thought the first round was a 10-8, to be honest with you, because he fully just had him down the whole time and just punched his head. He ground and pounded him for about 3.5 minutes. But, like, he literally, as soon as he shot a takedown and wrapped the legs up, like, he looked like a Dagestani. And Michael Bisping said on the commentary, like, apparently, like, he is trying to emulate, like, the Dagestanis. That's, like, his big thing.
Yeah.
So, fair play. It might have another little Khabib on the, the lightweight roster.
Yeah, now that fight's just broken him into the ranks, so see what's in store.
And the guy he beat, funny enough, was a big up-and-comer himself. Was I can't remember what was his name. He's a Russian, though.
Yeah, he looked like a smaller shove cut.
Yeah, he was like a Russian. And now he lost to, I can never pronounce the guy's name. It's the Georgian guy, Saku Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost to him, and now he's lost to Grant Dawson. Bro, the lightweight division is like a fucking like meat grinder, bro. Like, this guy was a big up-and-comer, lost to Grant Dawson, lost to that guy. Now he's just a nobody, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, he was an up-and-comer, and now there's more up-and-comers that are taking out the old up-and-comers. Like, it's pretty cooked, bro.
Damn. Competitive division.
Yeah, it's like probably the second most competitive.
I'd say I put lightweight and bantamweight together.
Bantamweight number one.
They got like the deepest divisions going right now.
Bantamweight is crazy, bro. Like,
yeah,
I feel like legit the top 5 could be like champions, bro. They're all so good.
Yeah, I
so
feel like O'Malley's going to get put on by Sterling, but I mean, and then you got Umar, who's like ranked 12, jumping all the way to rank 4 against Corey Sandhagen. I don't know how that's going to go. It's a big deal, though. That's a big jump.
It is a big jump. I mean, he's a bloody Noma, bro. He's part of the Khabib family. You'll probably just beat him, bro.
Yeah, legit Habib's cousin. Pretty crazy. But Sandhagen's no joke either.
No, it's true.
He just mauled Cheeto. Marlon Vera.
Yeah. So, what was the next one on that card that you thought was worth mention?
After Grant Dawson, Strickland.
Yeah, just straight to the main event. Sean Strickland versus Magomedov.
Yeah, another one. Well, not another one. It's Margomedov, not no Margomedov,
Yeah.
I guess. But this guy, Abus, on his second fight against Strickland, just gassed out. He looked good in the first, but he was not ready for a 5-rounder, no way. And Strickland just capitalized on it, got him with his strikes, and ground and pound finish. He was done.
Bro, as a fighter yourself, how do you feel about Strickland's
I don't like it.
You don't like it's so unique though. Like it looks so silly.
I feel like he would have learnt from Pereira not to stand so front on to
Yeah.
his opponents. But yeah, it is very like upward, very straight, like a Muay Thai stance almost. But like you'd think he'd be susceptible to takedowns, but this guy couldn't take him down. Strickland defended it pretty well. But yeah, I think it is a unique stance, just the sort of hands here.
And he like just slaps away the punches. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
really, not a
it's-
lot of dodging. It's like parrying. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah. No, that technique doesn't like I don't know. That doesn't seem like a technique.
It looks really silly. It's like this.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks really
it's
silly.
unique.
When you say it's silly, do you think it's still effective?
Yeah,
It's
like,
effective,
it's
but
effective.
then you put him in front, like Pereira in front of him, and Pereira does it in a minute. So
Legit.
it's like I think it's a hit or miss thing, but it's definitely keeping him in the ranks, so it's working.
Yeah, and he's
To
fought
an
like
extent.
4 times in the last 12 months or something.
Yeah, well,
He's
he
a
fought on the
demon.
last card on 2022 and the first card on 2023.
Yeah, no, he's a demon.
Yeah.
Oath. All right. So now should we get into the grit of what we're kind of here for?
Yeah, let's do it.
Get into the grit of the 290 card.
Yeah, Zor.
All right. So what fight do you reckon we should look at first? Where should we start on this card and work our way up? Because a lot of these are...
Look, we could, because we had some strong words for Jimmy Crute, so
Yeah.
we'll start on Jimmy Crute.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go with
All
that.
right, cool.
Because obviously he's an Aussie,
Yeah.
and he's ranked. He's solid, but I don't care for him that much. Right?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, look, got to back the brethrens, but Jimmy, I don't know. He had that like leg injury back on I think it was the Usman Masvidal 2 card where Usman knocked him out, and he was out for like a year and a half. Comes back for the 284 Perth card and just didn't see much improvement.
Just so average.
Because we watched
Yeah.
we watched the 284, the Perth card, because that was obviously Volk. Yeah. And you made mention of that. I actually remember you making mention. You're like, damn, not much has changed really. Like in
Yeah.
terms of his skill level. At least that's what I gathered from you.
Yeah, I feel like he's not like he's a jack of all trades but a master of none. Like he can wrestle all right, he can defend takedowns all right, he can strike okay. But it's like, I don't know. I don't think he has much winning capability. Like I don't think he's going to ever get gold in his division or even maybe get ranked again. But this was a draw. It is a fight that he's running back with this guy on this weekend on 290. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. There's better light heavyweights out there.
Way better.
Fair call, I guess. Not a big Jimmy Crute guy. I'm more aware of more people on this card. What about out of these?
The female fight, don't worry about it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean Brady, JDM. Obviously, Sean Brady's not fighting anymore. But we'll just talk about JDM for a bit. What a fantastic man.
Yeah.
What a fighter.
Brady's actually just ducking him. He didn't get injured, but
Oh,
he doesn't
bro.
want to
Bro, he
smoke.
posted a picture on his Instagram, the most disgusting staph infection I've seen in my life. It looked like he had a basketball tumor in his elbow. So fair enough that he pulled out, but very disappointing because I actually do think JDM would have finished him in the first round, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really think this guy is like the real deal, like future champion. He's 26 and he has just hands made of stone, bro. The punches, they just knock people out, bro.
Yeah, and people forget that he submitted Randy Brown in the last fight. Didn't even TKO him. So he's got it all. And I think, if he won this fight against Brady, Ian Gary won his fight against Jeff Neal, they would have been neck and neck in the welterweight rankings. So that could have set up a good fight, which I'd like to see them two go at it. Similar, like, striking, I guess, versatility. But, yeah, JDM's on his way up. And I don't think he's a joke either, man. He's got a lot of good finishes and has had a good run so far. So it's a shame that, Sean Brady is out. But I wish we got JDM, Kevin Holland as well as a backup. But that's not happening, I don't think.
Because you mentioned that JDM's rumoured to fight. Who's he rumoured to fight now?
Some absolute lightweight can. Like, he's going to fight catchweight.
Yeah.
And it's just he's like some guy who's like 7-0, never fought in the UFC on 6 days' notice. He's just going to kill him.
So he's going to, okay.
He's just going to absolutely kill him.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough. So after that, it is Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price. Yes, no?
It's a retirement fight for Robbie Lawler, isn't it?
Is it his last?
I think it's his retirement fight, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's been sort of just doing, like, who did he fight in the last few years? Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz came back. That felt like just an exhibition fight, similar to the Nate Diaz and Tony Ferguson fight. Then he fought, what do you call it, Brian Barberina.
Yeah.
And he got finished. But yeah, I feel like Robbie has been like sort of on his way out for a while.
Didn't one of his fights get put in the UFC Hall of Fame recently?
Against his second fight with Rory McDonald.
Yeah, that fight is crazy, dude.
Pretty nuts, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw like the highlights of it. I've actually never watched the fight properly, but I saw it did get put in the UFC Hall of Fame or something like that.
Yeah, when they stare each other down after the like fourth round.
Yeah.
Covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's a good fight and a good comeback for Robbie as well in that fight. But I think he's had his time, you know. Yeah. And like it's always good to see a legend off. I hope he doesn't get finished in his last fight like Frankie Edgar did. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do you think he wins this one?
No.
To
be honest with you.
No.
I don't think so.
Fair enough. All right, so now we are on to the main card.
Yes.
Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel, yes.
This guy's the real deal.
Yeah, Bo Nickel's... Look, his last submission, don't get me wrong, he did knee that guy straight in the groin and got away with it and then tapped him. But still, if that groin hit didn't happen, he still would have got it. Like, this guy's sort of steaming through people and he's only 4-0. So it's like, yeah, I think he's no joke. But I hope they don't, like, set him up for failure like they did with Rousers Jr. Not that they set him up for failure, but he just, that second sort of level of test, he just couldn't do it. So hopefully Bo Nickel keeps up the pace, but I think he will. And I mean, they're putting him on the pay-per-views on his second fight. So, yeah, I think he'll get it.
Do you know, like, the Bo Nickel sort of story?
No, I don't.
He's, like, arguably, like, probably the most decorated, like, collegiate wrestler to ever, like, come into the UFC. Like, he was on, like, a 70-win streak in, like, Div 1 collegiate wrestling, like, 2-time champion, like, national champion. And he came in... And everyone was like, you know, does he have it? Does it have it? He had one fight, and then they put him into like contender series or whatever. And bro, he just instantly just looked so natural. Like the punches were flowing, punched the guy in the head, and then whipped out the jiu-jitsu and like put the guy in like an armbar triangle. It's like Jesus, right? Like his second UFC fight, the second MMA fight. So he is like potential, like really, really, truly potential, like middleweight champion. Like,
do you know how old he is?
Super young, like 25 or something.
Yeah, he's like mid-20s.
He's not even that old. It's crazy. That's what you consider young in UFC.
Most of the champions are in their like early 30s, so...
I think Izzy's like 32.
Yeah.
And Rob's a year below.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, no, that's crazy because like I know I watch a lot of sport, and a lot of sport people don't, you know, they consider their prime to be just before 30, around that time. So it's crazy that you find...
Well, it's just because MMA is like... At the skill floor for MMA is so high because it's like... If you come in, if you want to be any good, you have to be like so good at wrestling. You have to be good at jiu-jitsu. You have to be good at striking. You have to have good cardio. And like most guys, they like, if you look at like all fighters, they usually like come in with one martial art. Like, you know, Wonder Boy was like, I'm a karate guy. And they do karate and then they're like, let's do MMA. So then you have to learn all those skills when you're like 20, 21. And that takes years. So that's usually why it happens at 30.
Yeah, interesting. The next fight is Dan Hooker, Jalen Turner.
Dan Hooker's been off for a bit. This fight was meant to happen already, but then Jalen Turner took Gamrot instead, lost that fight. I don't know. I think Turner's decent striker, but I hope Hooker makes a big comeback. And he's kind of dropped. But Hooker, you got to remember, he doesn't say no to anybody. Like, he took Islam as well, and, I mean, he got submitted. But, yeah, he's a pretty serious guy, Dan Hooker, but I don't know. This fight could go either way. Jalen Turner seems pretty hungry still. So I don't know the trajectory of where Dan's, I guess, career is going to go, but I hope he makes a big comeback. But I'm going to say either way for this one.
Yeah, I actually don't know much about this fight. I just know Dan Hooker has got like some sick knees. Like he can legit knee you in the head, like standing up if you're standing up. So I'll just go with Dan Hooker to win.
Yeah. Likewise, I don't know much about this fight, but the next three fights, I feel like I'm pretty
pretty versed in.
Yeah, pretty versed in, 100%. Well, I know this is... Are you more excited for this fight than the Volk fight?
This is my main event, I reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people.
Why?
I know a lot of people feel the same.
Wait, why?
I know Whittaker's going to steamroll Duplessis.
Yeah.
Duplessis makes mistakes, man.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Like-
it's not good.
That last... He's a white Derek Brunson. Like, he fights... Like, I'm going to be real. He fights like a dad drunk at the barbecue.
No, that's
He
No,
does,
I
man.
can't get it. Like, the technique goes out the window kind of quickly.
Yeah, like-
doesn't it?
Like when Derek Brunson does his famous Brunson Blitz or his 007 Brunson Blitz, which is, what is it? 7 strikes thrown, 0 landed, 0 damage done. Or other way around.
007.
But yeah, that's Derek Brunson just rushes and can't strike. And I think Duplessis was still taking punches from Derek Brunson, who's on his way out by far in their last fight. And I don't mean to clown on the guy. Like, I'm sure, you know, like, I mean, he beat Darren Till, but Darren Till's also on his way out. So he's kind of like getting a very lucky sort of step up, taking these people on the way out. And I think Robert Whittaker's at the height of his career. He's only gotten better, like, since every fight in the last like 3 years. He's just really achieving a new high. But yeah, I think Rob's just better than him pretty much everywhere. So yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, he's being fast tracked because they kind of want him to versus Adesanya because like I don't know if you know, like Duplessis is like it's called like Adesanya, like not a real African and stuff.
He said he's not a real African
Yeah.
champ because he resides in
African
New Zealand.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
which is like insane.
And Duplessis says because he's fought in African divisions, he's held African titles. He says, I'm the real African champ. So they're trying to
Interesting.
fast track him, and also because they want new meat because now Adesanya's beat everyone in the top 5. So
And also, can I just say, Duplessis 100% has a trash gas tank. I know he denies it, but he looks so tired so quickly in his
the
fights.
thing is, it's because he had the nose problem. Now he's got the surgery done.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he does
Damn,
look very
bro.
tired.
He does, like, and he says, "No, it's just the way I fight, bro." No, you're
No, he
100% exhausted. And
Yeah.
Oh no, but it won't be a 5-rounder, will it?
3.
It'll be a 3-rounder. Lucky bastard. It's fine. He'll still lose.
Rob hasn't fought since Vittori, and that was a spectacle, man. He just wiped the floor with him.
30-27, most definitive 30-27 ever.
Yeah, round 1 was like...
It was close-ish.
But it's like Rob was really just downloading data, like kind of just cruising. And then, boom. Round 2 and 3 hit. Once he's figured out Vittori, done.
Bro, that head kick that Robert does, where he like...
The 1, 2, 3. man.
Yeah. Like,
So
that
good.
is so crazy. It's so quick, and it gets him every time. Every
Yeah, I
time.
know. He's got Gastelum with it. He got Vittori with it in the last fight. And people even argue that he beat Adesanya in the second fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he's catching up, and if he keeps this pace, if he's really got Adesanya down pat, then hopefully he pulls it off. If they do the trilogy, if he wins the Duplessis fight, but, you know, we'll see. But I think Whittaker's, you can't count him out. He's like, him and Max Holloway are in the exact same position. They're just locked off in the division.
Right? They're literally like the exact same.
Yeah, and like, I mean, you could say Colby too, but Leon's there now.
Colby, I wouldn't say Colby.
I'd say Colby a year ago. When it was
Yeah.
just him and Usman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's probably an argument for that. But like, yeah, Riddick's just, I really need this guy to be champion again. He deserves it.
Yeah, big time.
He deserves it, and he never got. He technically never got a title defense either.
Well, because that Romero fight,
Romero missed weight.
so it doesn't count.
No.
No.
So he deserves it. He deserves it.
Yeah, he went 10 rounds with Romero, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
brutal.
When everyone else was too scared to, and he went, "Yeah, let's do it."
I know you say they're trying to blood new meat with this Duplessis guy, but surely the UFC would want Whittaker to win with obviously the Sydney card.
Yeah.
I know it would be the third time he's fought Adesanya, and obviously he lost the first 2.
But Holloway got the exact same against Volk. He got
Yeah, that's
3
true.
fights,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
he lost all of them.
Well, isn't that like the next fight almost?
Holloway.
No,
Oh.
the Moreno fight. Isn't there a history between them of the?
Oh yeah.
Pantoja
kind of.
beat him, right?
Yeah, beat him twice, but very early on. So that's why that's like the storyline there.
Yeah.
Is that he
No,
beat
because that's
him
what I
early
thought.
on.
I thought that was the storyline for the last fight because obviously the challenger has won against Moreno's the belt holder, right?
Yeah.
The challenger has beaten him twice before, and obviously now he's holding the belt, so they're going for a trilogy.
Yeah.
But was that how early in the
Pretty early. Like, yeah.
Like it wouldn't have been a main card fight early.
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
No, it would have been like when Usman and Edwards fought for the first time. That was just like
Yeah.
prelims.
Yeah, it was just random.
And then the second fight was when Leon got the head kick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've done a trilogy. But yeah, I don't know about Moreno. I think Moreno's looking pretty dominant right now. He's looking like same as Aljo. They're looking like they're locking off the division right now. But I don't know, man. Moreno was taking some hits from Cara France in their fight,
Yeah,
and then
but
he did body shot Cara France, finish him. That last Figgy fight, I think he was winning until the eye poke, or was it an eye poke? It was something. Yeah. But I don't know. I think Moreno might get Pantoja here, but then again, I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot.
Flyweight
of Pantoja.
division is full of killers as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's up there with bantamweight and lightweight.
Seriously though, Albazi robbed Cara
Oh,
France.
I could not believe it.
Biggest robbery I've ever witnessed. Like, that's almost as bad as Paddy Pimblett's last one.
I reckon worse.
Yeah, I reckon worse.
I honestly, because one of the judges scored round 4 for Albazi, which is the round where I think it was like 28-4 significant strikes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, when I saw the hand raise, I was actually spewing. Like, what's going on here?
It's so bad for Cara France because now he's lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
And he does not deserve that. He should really be one of the absolute top contenders.
Yeah, I don't know how they... But, they did that in the Vera fight against Sandhagen. It was like 50-45 in the end. And one of the judges gave the scorecard to Marlon Vera. And if another one did, then Vera would have won. When Sandhagen completely dominated him. I don't understand.
Yeah, there's so many criticisms I have for the judging system in MMA, in the UFC.
And they should be held more accountable.
Should be 100% held more accountable. Make them explain each round.
Get them in the
justify it.
post-fight press conference, put them there, and then say why they did that.
100%.
Because it's like, they should have more judges. They should have 5 judges.
But I also just think the 10-9 scoring system just shouldn't be in.
I don't think it translates well to MMA.
No, because it makes sense in boxing when the rounds are 3 minutes and there's 12 rounds, right? But when there's 3 rounds and they're 5 minutes, 10-9s are not worth the same. They're not.
No, there's so much more you can do. You're not just using hands.
That's why one score system is they judge the whole fight and they just have categories and they go grappling and they go who won the grappling and it's but how much did they win? Did they win a lot or did they not win one by much? Striking.
I hate how many points are won from ground time control when half the time Islam won against Volk on it and he did nothing with it.
That was ridiculous. It was they were always going on about the ground control in that fight and it's oh yeah, he may have been controlling the floor, but was he doing much?
Yeah, and I think Islam convincingly beat Volk in that fight more than Albazi beat Cara France by a long shot. But Albazi did nothing on the ground against Cara France either. No. And it was just how is this happening? How did that should not be a win. And he looked shocked when they raised his hand. He did not look, he looked so surprised.
I think he had one decent submission attempt, which I'm bloody Cara France got out of. Yeah, but I agree with you. I do hate that takedowns are worth so much, especially even if you get up from it 15 seconds later, they still, it's a takedown, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then so they just sit with a body triangle on you for the whole round, just push away your arms and then just tap your head a bit, and it's just a 10-9. It's whatever, man.
Yeah, they pretty much win the round. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Grant Dawson did that, but it's he pumped 3 rounds of just that, and it's good. But I think when you do 8 minutes in a 25-minute fight of ground control, and then you got 5% of the guys, your opponent's significant strikes, then you shouldn't win. I don't think Albazi won that at all. No. I don't think anyone does. Everyone thinks that's a robbery.
Yeah. Back to the Moreno card. Who do you think's going to win that?
Yeah, Moreno.
Moreno? Yeah,
Moreno's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah, I think he's the real deal.
I've watched a couple of his fights. He's
a lot of fun, isn't he?
No, he's very skillful fighter.
The flyweights are so quick, man. It's
they're so cool. So technical.
Yeah, no, it's there's a video from one of his fights against Figgy. And yeah, man, just the exchanges, the technicality, the ground time, the ground control, and the takedowns at that weight is crazy, man. But they're midgets.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They'll
kill you.
Demetrius Johnson and Henry Cejudo, they're 5'3".
Bro, they should be fighting at atom weight. They should, or straw weight, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
They literally should not even be flyweights. It's sick.
Yeah, Oh man, like Henry Cejudo, I think the height really got him in that bantamweight fight against Aljo. Like I think he just, I don't know, he was struggling, but I think Aljo sort of held his end of the deal up a bit, like made himself, like I guess put some respect on his name, you know, really showed that like he's meant to be a champion. And he beat Henry, yeah.
How do you think Aljo's going to go against?
O'Malley.
Yeah.
I think he's going to flog him.
Really? Flog?
O'Malley's been out for a while, but that Peter Yan fight could have gone either way. And I think Merab is better than O'Malley. I think Aljo is better than O'Malley. And I think, yeah, man, I think Aljo's just going to backpack him.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I just think Aljo's definitely a bit of like a size bully because he said after this fight, win or lose, he's going up to featherweight.
Yeah.
Definitely just like looks bigger. But O'Malley's 5'11", right? And I think he shows fantastic takedown defense against Peter Yan. So I think, I don't know. I think maybe I'm just an idiot because I like O'Malley so much because he's such a funny lad. But I think he might get it.
But it's the same thing. It's like everyone said McGregor was never going to beat Aldo. Look what happened. So O'Malley could just sleep Aljo with a mad kick. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm actually maybe a bit delusional. I think now that I think about the people Aljo's beaten, he's probably better. But like, I'm a bit of an O'Malley fanboy. I think he's a lot of fun. So
O'Malley is fun. Like, there's a reason why they've sort of given him that leg up.
Yeah.
Like, he beat Peter Yan and now he's getting a title shot. But Peter Yan's position at the time was like good. He's like dropped down a bit in ranks now, but.
Bro, he's like the opposite of Paddy Pimblett. He's like this insanely talented fighter that keeps losing.
It's really sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. Well, he lost to Aljo twice. Lost to
I can't
Sean
believe he
O'Malley.
lost that second fight against Aljo though. I was like really thinking he's going to wipe the floor with him after losing his belt from an illegal
Oh yeah,
game.
but he's a dumbass for that first fight.
Yeah.
A complete dumbass. Like, just a low IQ move. Do you know what happened in that fight?
No.
Legit. So he had him on the ground, and the ref literally goes, grounded, right? So, like, he's grounded. You can't knee him in the head. And then his coach goes like, oh, kick him. And he's like, how? He's like, just kick him. So then he just knees him in the head when he's on the ground. Bam, DQ'd.
When you have a knee on the ground, you can't take knees to the head.
So just bam.
Or kicks to the head. That like the kicks to
Yeah,
the head.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, but what?
So he just loses his belt off that, and now has lost like 4 fights in his last 5 fights.
Aljo did milk it a bit, like having a concussion and all that, but yeah, it's not legal. It's a really dumb mistake by Peter Yan, and his career trajectory has just just plummeted, man, since that.
Yeah, that's sad. Damn.
He's a doofus.
Yeah.
Complete doofus. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Then O'Malley beat him after that. No. Yes, it was after that. After he lost the belt in the second fight to Aljo.
Yeah.
Fought O'Malley, then he's fought Merab.
And lost that. I'll try and win a fight challenge.
I know.
He's so good. Like, he's legit probably like the most technical boxer in the whole UFC.
Yeah, he is great. He's really
Like-
good. A really good boxer.
Like, so quick. But, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Now on to the main event.
You want to do an interval now?
Yeah, we might take a cut. We'll take a cut and then we'll get into the main event.
And we're back. What's up, guys? We moved. We changed seats. I'm in the middle now because I'm the best. This is satire. Actually, it's very egotistic to say, but we moved. So here we are on to the main event. What's
Damn,
up?
that's the first time I haven't introduced.
Yeah, I
the
was
segment.
like, damn, bro.
You
lost your job.
Yeah, Fool took the reins on that one.
This is my podcast now. What's up, guys?
Well, we're back and we're obviously talking about the main event. The main reason we're here. The main event, obviously, for the 290 card.
Yeah, up the Volkanovski.
I just want to kiss his bald head one day.
Me too. And because he's so much shorter.
Yeah.
And you hug him, you could just do it.
Right
Man.
there.
It's really.
But you probably couldn't wrap your arms around him. That guy's like
He is quite buff.
buff.
Yeah, he's a little manlet, isn't he? He's got
Yeah.
no neck either. He can't get choked out.
Ortega tried, bro. It didn't work.
Ortega tried like 3 times.
Deepest guillotine ever.
Bro,
Don't matter.
I'm not losing my belt to this T-City pussy. Sorry.
Yeah, obviously belt unification fight, so it's pretty interesting after his comeback after the Islam fight. Surely we see this going no other way.
No, you. Chill.
Surely.
Look, Volk is super good, but like, chill. Yeah, is so dangerous.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez is a harder fight to prep for than Islam. Islam, you know his game plan. Nobody can match Rodriguez's speed, his output, his kicks. Like, Volk's had to get in like an 11-time Taekwondo champ, like how he got Craig Jones in for Islam. But, yeah, man, I think Rodriguez is very unpredictable. And I think the only way he could beat Volk would be a crazy head kick or a mad liver kick. But I think, yeah, if he were to win, it would be a big upset and a very unexpected finish. But I think it's not off the table. We can't count either of the guys out.
Yeah, it's arguably his most dangerous fight yet at featherweight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Definitely.
Interesting. So a lot to lose for both fighters, do you think?
Yeah, I think this is the highest up Rodriguez has been. And if Volk doesn't win this, he won't get the Islam rematch. So
Yeah, you're right, you know.
So there is a lot on the table for both. But I don't think Rodriguez is going to be the guy to take the belt from Volk. I think Volk will retire on top.
I think you're right. I think Volk, I think he is too good. He's truly the best. I think he might be the best.
Because you mentioned that there's already a Islam fight scheduled in Abu Dhabi. What card's that for?
294.
294, so after the Sydney card.
Yeah, he's 100% fighting there.
Okay,
So
so you're saying that if Volk wins this, it's almost set in stone.
Potentially.
There'll be
If not,
a sequel.
If
not
not,
Charles.
he'd go Oliveira. Because
Yeah.
that Oliveira-Dariush fight just shows that Oliveira's not done. The champ has a name.
He has a name. And everyone acted like Dariush was going to beat Charles as well. Like, Charles was honestly a little bit of an underdog in that fight. And he knocked him the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, man.
He knocked him
reassured-
out.
He just shut up, like, told the haters, you know, Hudus, lad.
Hudus.
And he did, and Dariush got Hudused.
Well and truly.
Big time, man.
Hudus.
Eight fight win streak, nah.
Nah, goodbye.
Oliveira.
Go sleepy. Go
Yeah,
sleepy.
go to sleep, man.
Where is this fight? Oh, it's Vegas. It's Vegas. That's where the 290
So,
card
yeah,
is.
because it's International Fight Week.
It is. It's a good
Dude.
week for Volk.
Awesome. So how do you see this fight going? Round?
I'm saying decision.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a decision.
You think it'll be a decision?
Yeah.
Unless Volk
It'll
pours it on
go
like he-
5?
It'll go
I
5.
think it'll go 5. I think Rodriguez went 5 against Holloway. He can stand. He can take shots. His face was destroyed after that. And I think. I think it'll be. I don't think Volk. I'm not saying I don't think Volk's powerful. Like he poured it on Korean Zombie. Same as look what he did to Ortega's face. But I think Rodriguez has a pretty tough chin. If Volk finishes him, that would be like, oh my god, give him the Islam fight.
Yeah. But I mean, and bro, like the Ortega fight and the TKZ fight did get stopped. The Ortega fight should have been stopped.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He wasn't going to go back in round 5.
No, or even after round 3. I'm pretty sure Herb Dean asked him, he was like, how many fingers am I holding up? And he got the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Still let him out.
That fight was insane
Yeah.
to watch live. I was a bit worried going into that. Like some Volk fights, I'd get a bit of nerves. Like I'm like, oh, like the Holloway 3 fight. I was like, that second one was really close. I
Yeah.
don't know. And then, yeah, Volk just destroyed Holloway like that. I think he will break down Rodriguez. Like, but yeah, I think it's going to be tough. But I don't. I think Volk isn't Josh Emmett either. Look what happened to Josh Emmett in that last fight.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting.
Yeah, Josh Emmett thought he was going to be a mythical fighter, rocking that beard like bald Volk. No,
That was because that was obviously that was that was the Perth card where he fought
Yeah. And he got a bit owned.
yeah, that was pretty sad.
And Emmett's like a killer as well. Like he's really good.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Emmett, he just fought Topuria.
And he got owned, bro.
50-42.
Yeah,
That's
like
the first 50-42 since Holloway.
there was a 10-7. One of the judges scored a 10-7 one of the rounds. It was it was like 4 knockdowns or something. It was.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
I think if Rodriguez loses this title shot, I'd like to see him fight Topuria. That would be a good matchup. I'd like to see Topuria against Arnold Allen or Holloway. But I think they're going to try to give him a leg up to the champ. But I think Volk would smash Topuria.
Because he's just better at everything.
Yeah.
He's just because Toporia's primarily a boxer.
Rodriguez is just
Volk's quicker.
unpredictable though. That's all.
Yeah, I just feel like he could just do some crazy spinning question mark kick and hit Volk really hard. He could just do something crazy like that.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
I still think Volk, he's got that pound for pound spot for a reason. Like, it's not number one because John Jones, which I don't really
Such
agree with.
BS.
I don't agree with John Jones being number one pound for pound. But then again, pound for pound doesn't really matter.
You know what? That's true. Actually, he's never
doesn't-
gonna fight John Jones, so who cares?
No, not at all. And yeah, I think Volk will get it done. I think it'll be reasonably close.
We hope so. We hope so.
Up the Windang, bro.
49.
Yeah, up the
46.
Windang for real.
Yeah, true.
Do we want to look? Do we want to finish the 290 card there and move on to 291?
Yeah, 291s.
Because that card's pretty juicy as well.
It's pretty stacked. Yeah,
It
you
is
pull it
stacked.
up?
Yeah, of course. Where should we start on that card?
Pull it up.
Started Derek Lewis.
Yeah,
I
start
think.
at Derek
Is that the
Lewis.
first? Because like I want to.
Derek Lewis.
I'm tired of these fat heavyweights with no cardio and no grappling.
Derek
Dead
Hot
set.
Balls Lewis.
No, I'm tired of it, bro.
Just slugfest.
Bro, he versus Spivak. It was like when I was first getting into MMA. It was the first fight I watched, and I was like, Derek Lewis, like the knockout ass, most knockouts. And Spivak just took him down and just choked him out in like 2 minutes, and I was just like, this guy sucks, bro.
Spivak's fighting Cyril Gahn now.
Yeah, he is, which is deserved. Spivak is fucking good.
Yeah, it's and he just looks like a wider Cyril Gahn in the face.
He's a bit ugly, I would probably say.
Yeah, Cyril Gahn's a bit of a Chad.
Yeah, Cyril Gahn's like a handsome guy, but Spivak is like just this like, I think he's Polish. He's just this Polish like ogre, like warrior.
Yeah, like a testicle head. And because he's like, you can tell he's not bald by choice.
Yeah, he's got
went
like the
bald
beards
at,
on his
like,
head.
age 20. Yeah,
But his jiu-jitsu is very good.
he's just like B-Tech Cyril Gahn in looks wise. Doesn't have the tan, doesn't have the physique, or the looks.
No.
Not the fighting ability, just
Then
how
again,
it
he has
looks.
the ground game, and Cyril Gahn has no ground game.
Out wrestled by Francis, bro. That's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Like Francis Ngannou out wrestling you.
Yeah, he couldn't
Dude.
wrestle you though. No shot.
No, of course not, bro. You see my freaking flying buggy choke, bro? I'd take him out, bro.
An angle fight on top.
Bro, all day. That's the real pay-per-view.
Yeah, we got to get a pay per view. Check the score exclusive. An angle fight night.
But I think Derek Lewis, I don't know who he's versing, but I think he's on his way out, man.
He's gonna lose, bro, and then we're gonna see fighter removed, bro, and then he's gone.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
His balls were too high.
I still can't get over that meme. Are we going on to the next fight, or should we just kind of pick and choose?
Yeah, okay. So after that, we got Wonder Boy versus Michelle Pereira. Michelle Pereira is a bit like, gives that Rodriguez vibe, like doing all the backflips and jumping off the cage and that. But Wonder Boy's also old, but we can't count him out. I think Michelle Pereira, that'll be a very good stylistic matchup. But I am going, I think Wonder Boy has more control and more accuracy and I guess more intention behind his hits. Michelle Pereira just does it for a fight bonus. In my opinion. I think Wonder Boy's still got it though, man. He poured it on Kevin Holland, broke his hand from just blocking kicks. Like,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go Wonder Boy. I got a really soft spot for that guy as well. Like, I don't think he has any haters either.
No, how can you hate Wonder Boy? Like, entertaining, technical, like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's good, man. Still good.
He's very good. So yeah, I go Wonder Boy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with the consensus, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Paulo Costa fight.
Okay, so the
hate
guy
Costa.
Paulo, I love him.
Yeah, but, like
Secret juice.
like as a Twitter meme and stuff like that,
Jeez,
he's so funny. But like he's such like a bitch, bro. Like he dodges so like
Yeah,
he dodged Rob so
I was gonna
hard.
say, didn't he dodge Rob?
Dodged him so
The
hard.
fight was booked, locked in, posted everywhere, and then he just like, nah, I'm not doing it.
I remember the Perth press conference, and then Bam Bam just interfered. He's like, "We ain't no bitches" or something like that.
Yeah, that's why he's fighting. Who's he fighting? Sorry,
So, okay, this guy that he's fighting.
Ikram.
is this the Hamzat guy?
Yes.
Yes.
So this guy had one loss on his record, and it was like a really brutal uppercut against Hamzat pre-UFC, and Hamzat says that was his hardest fight to date.
What includes that? Including Gilbert?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay, all right. That's some praise then.
Yeah, this guy put Hamzat on for a bit, and then copped a really big uppercut and was just cleaned up. But I don't know, man. I feel like I haven't watched Paulo Costa's wrestling properly. But Paulo Costa, I don't know, man. Even Luke Rockhold was landing shots on him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna lose.
I think Costa hasn't been the same since the Izzy knockout. He had a
he
big
killed
run.
him.
He was undefeated. Everyone said he was going to beat Izzy. Then Izzy just flogged him, destroyed him. So I think Costa might lose this one. This guy coming up, they're giving him a leg up for a reason, and he's no joke. So yeah, I'm going to say him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Russian man.
Well, with that praise from Hamza, I almost can't. I was going to say the other way, but that praise is pretty.
100%. Like, more than the Gilbert Burns fight, they went to a war, bro.
Yeah. I can't believe, I found out why Hamzat hasn't fought in so long. So, he can't fight in America because he's like really buddy-buddy with a warlord, apparently.
Oh, the Chechen warlord. Yeah, there's some conspiracy theories about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, let's get too controversial, but Habib is like friends with a bunch of a few as well. But it's like, I don't think Hamzat will fight in the States because of that. That's why they're really pushing to get him in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and also he'll be an absolute cash cow in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
So they want Islam on as well. They want all the Muslims, the Russians and stuff.
So that's just the culture there.
Yeah.
100%. Next is Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green.
It went from it's Tony time to it's time Tony.
Yeah, legit. Like, oh, Tony, don't do this to us. Like, just win and then retire, please. Just win and retire.
I love Bobby Green, and I think he'll get him. Bobby Green just knocked out Jared Gordon, who was the guy that got robbed by Paddy Pimblett, right? And Bobby Green, it got put as a DQ because Bobby Green headbutted him. Then the guy fell to the ground, and then Bobby Green finished him. But regardless, Bobby Green is a really good striker. And I think Tony's just not what he was.
He's washed. Like, truly washed.
He had a good round 1 against Chandler, and we all know how round 2 went. The big...
Took his head off.
Yeah, so I don't think Tony's got it, man. I really don't. It's really sad. And he got submitted by Nate Diaz.
He used to be magical. Like, he was actually magical. Like, so
the Anthony
unique.
Pettis fight, man.
The Darce chokes, like, just... And the way he would, like, the takedown defense, I've never seen anything like it.
Give him the rematch against Gaethje. Tony via heel kick, bro. Done.
So, yeah, Tony Ferguson's going to lose, sadly.
And you want him to retire?
I want him to win and retire, but I think he's going to lose and retire.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
He's at Harvard as well.
Studying?
Yep.
What's he studying?
I don't know.
He shouldn't be
Not
studying.
Yeah,
Too much CTE.
I was gonna say, surely that man, not all there.
Yeah, I just wish we got that Habib fight back when it was meant to originally be.
If I could go back in time, I'd move that cable that he tripped on and, like, blew his knee out on. Legit, I would.
There's a video of him and Li Xinglie.
Oh, yeah.
And Lee's, like, lifting up the cable, like, watch out. No, I don't think Tony's going to win. Genuinely, I don't think so.
No, he's going to
Really
lose.
sad.
He used to be so good.
What's next?
Yeah, rip. The Pereira fight. He's obviously first fight after moving up.
Oh, yeah.
So
Jan.
Pereira is going for the only other guy to beat Adesanya in MMA, Jan Blachowicz. And I don't know. I think Pereira's chin's definitely going to be better. I think his chin was only so bad at middleweight because he was cutting 40 pounds.
That's messed up.
Apparently he's walking around now at 230, supposedly 8% body fat. I don't know. Jan's no joke either. Jan will just drill those leg kicks.
Actually, yeah, this is a really tough one.
But I think Pereira is a big boy. I think he'll do well. I don't know. I'm pretty keen, but
I guess Jan, he had a win against Adesanya, but Adesanya's probably... he could fight at light heavyweight, but he probably shouldn't. Pereira is a kickboxer, but he's closer to the weight. I actually have no clue who's going to win this.
Pereira was a middleweight and light heavy champ at In-Glory Kickboxing. So he's already got the experience at that weight. And I just think it'll be the wrestling that could get him because Jan out-wrestled Izzy for about 4 rounds. And that's how he won because he just held him on the ground. Too much weight over Adesanya. I think as well Pereira got out-wrestled by Izzy, which says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
I'm no wrestler, but I know that Izzy isn't primarily one. And Pereira just looked uncomfortable on the ground. Then again, he just got given his brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Either the school he's at is dumb or he's actually has more to show. But yeah, Jan, I don't know. Then again, Jan got tapped out by Glover in round 1. That's how Glover got the belt.
That's true. Adesanya's not going to... Pereira's not going to tap him out.
No.
You know what I mean? So...
But I'm saying I think there could be some safety for him on the ground. I think striking-wise, it'll be a good clinic.
We'll have to see what his takedown defense is like.
I think it could go either way. I think Pereira could just smash him, but then again, Jan's got the Polish power, man. He's got to pack a big punch.
No, I think Pereira's too good. I think Pereira's going to beat him. I think Pereira's. He's just got
A lot of people
absolute
have been
hammers.
saying, a lot of people have been saying for a long time he should be in this division anyway.
Oh, 100%. He was a massive middleweight bully.
Does Poatan not mean stone hands?
Yeah, it actually does.
Exactly. Yeah, like he's strong, man. He's no joke.
Huge.
Yeah.
He's a demon, bro.
100%. I think Pereira will win it.
Mm.
Yeah. Said that last time though.
Yeah,
And he got knocked the fuck out.
we did.
That's why I'm on the fence, man.
He got knocked the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
On the canvas, spread out.
Bro, and then
I couldn't believe it because it was me, James, and a few others. Yeah. Oh, that was so
That
sad.
is so petty, bro.
That is like.
I'd probably do it too.
His son just starts like crying.
Yeah, he's just seen his dad get absolutely decked, and then the guy that obviously knows his son was imitating the knockout. He's like, "You, boom!"
No, he did that and then just fell.
Yeah. And then he obviously did the Pereira celebration on Pereira.
That was pretty cold. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, next.
Next point.
The main event.
Yes,
Of the evening.
Poirier Gaethje. What we saying?
This is a
What we
fight-
saying?
Dustin's winning.
Bro, no shot. Look, this is a fight I'm not going to put any money on because I think it could go either way. Personally, I want Gaethje to win. I think he's more fun. Plus, he has the Rolling Thunder.
He does do that backflip off the cage when he wins.
I've seen a video of his first ever fight against Michael Johnson. He tries to climb up on the cage and just falls off like 3 times. And then,
Yeah,
What?
And then he flips into the camera or something.
he like almost hits the camera. Yeah. Seriously though, this fight's going to be like a war. It's going to be like either it could be we have really high expectations and it's like round 1 KO, or it's like I'd say it's going to be like 4th round stoppage, 3rd or 4th.
Oh yeah, with Gaethje, bro.
They're not going all the way.
No one earns their nickname more than Gaethje.
The
Like
highlight.
that guy is the highlight. Every fight he's in is just so good to watch, and Poirier's gonna match him. He's gonna punch back, bro. I think they're gonna be red in the face.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll be
pretty
blood
excited.
everywhere. I don't know. I really don't know about that though. I'm going to say either way.
I just think Dustin is just better. I think Dustin is the best fighter on the UFC roster to have never been a unified champion. I think he's just better than Gaethje. I think Gaethje's good, but I don't think he's
I think
championship
Gaethje
material.
did make some good mid-fight adjustments against Rafael Fiziev though in his last fight.
That is true. He did show some fight IQ in that fight.
Michael Chandler fight IQ,
Oh my god.
bro. You know he's like 5 wins up on the Ultimate Fighter right now.
Yeah, he's 5-0.
Yeah. So he's
Is that how it's going at the moment?
Yeah.
5-0 against Connor's team. Connor just
Oh
does not
my!
care.
Is there? Because obviously on the last pod we said they reckon it was going to be around July. Well, it's July.
Yeah,
We're,
that fight's not happening
what,
now.
5 episodes in. Yeah, they're not even doing that fight now. So they're putting out the season, and for what? Pretty sad. Because Connor missed the testing.
Yeah, for USADA.
Yeah.
Where he missed it, or is he just failed?
Oh, he just didn't. No, he didn't fail. He just didn't do it.
Well, I saw a thing pop up saying he has 3 days to do his test, and he can still fight this year. If he doesn't make that, he can't fight this year. So he's not going to fight in this year.
Unless the UFC, which in
have
fairness,
they paid him already? Because obviously he's doing the Ultimate Fighter.
oh yeah, they'd be paying him for that. But like, obviously the whole point of it was to get the cash cow in for a fight at the end of the year. But in fairness, if someone's going to move mountains, if the UFC is going to move mountains to make someone fight, it's Conor McGregor.
Of course it is.
So you know what I mean. So I still think there's a chance that they go.
They'll do
It's
something.
happening.
They'll do something.
There'll be some crazy loop in the.
Let's just
you know.
hope they fight this year, because that fight, I think everyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
We said we did the pod in, was it March or May? It was around then, and we were talking about July. Like we were talking that far ahead, purely because of how captivating it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like it has to happen, and that's going to draw even more eyes to the UFC than there already are.
100%.
Fastest growing sport in the world, probably.
Who do you think wins that? By the way, I think Michael wins it.
I think Michael wins it too.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so too, but I kind of want the McGregor story to keep going.
It would be great to have him back, but
That's my point. Like imagine him in the UFC back again.
I just don't think he's motivated.
He's
man.
he's not.
Oh God, no! He's
Always
not
on the
motivated.
coke. And
Yeah.
And this-
always.
Why do you think he's dodging USADA? Like,
Yeah, and he's juiced out of the gills,
Yeah, like-
bro.
He is virtually unrecognizable from
Legit.
2 years ago. His face is so different looking, and that's from massive steroid use. You see the exact same thing happen to Larry Wheels. As soon as he got off his gear cycle, he looked so much younger, and he's like 25, and he looked, when he was peaking on the gear, he looked like he was like 40.
Yeah.
So I think, McGregor's obviously on the gear, man, and he's saying to Michael Chandler, we're going to fight at 185, bro. Like, what? Them guys at middleweight.
Chandler. Wait, middleweight? I
185.
thought they wanted to do welter.
Yeah, it's meant to be, and then McGregor's saying, 185, you do what you're told.
Michael Chandler's 5'6", bro. How is he meant to make middleweight? What in God's name?
He's going to pretty much fight at his walk-around weight.
Because I remember seeing photos of Connor, and obviously on the roids. It's like you only have to look at him at the Aldo fight 10 now and just be like, yeah, like.
But he used to fight at featherweight.
I know
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like middleweight, man. Christ.
McGregor versus Adesanya.
Even
that's
Connor's
horrible.
too short for middleweight. He's like
Yeah.
5'9".
Connor's a little guy as well, man. I don't know.
That's right. Let's see Pereira versus Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's a
I
good
was
idea.
gonna say. I think that's a healthy fight. Very fair.
Feed McGregor to Whittaker, bro.
Actually true. I love that.
Yeah. No, that's the only downfall I want to see of a figure like that. If it's at the hands of an Aussie.
That's true. Like, get yourself a big
Yeah,
payday.
get a money fight. Get the man that has a gym at Gregory Hills a fight against Conor McGregor.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Dinner. 60 G's dinner. Oh,
Is there anything else we wanted to cover today, or?
I'm pretty good. I think we've had a good podcast.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all,
Alright.
we forgot to mention this earlier.
We got to shout out my boys, Harry and Oscar. They made their brand Vigour of the Third. You know, they're pumping out that third world art on their merch. So yeah, check their stuff out.
The sleeve art's actually what does it for me.
Honest.
And the print's like clean. Like it looks like it's not, it's not like the print and press. It's actually like proper in the material.
Yeah, and they got this in 3 colours. They got this in blue, black, and you can also get the black in a zip up. They have t-shirts as well, and they've just dropped this last week. So yeah, check out their stuff, boys.
Yeah, Vigour
And
the Third.
ladies, and
It'll be
whoever's
link
watching.
to their website will be in the description of the YouTube video on Spotify and YouTube and all the platforms this podcast goes on. And I think that's where we're going to leave it today.
That's it.
Check it out. Obviously, you'll be watching this on YouTube, but it's on Spotify and all the other platforms as well. And yeah, we might revisit the UFC before the Sydney card in September. I think that's the next podcast, and we'll probably have the same guest again.
I think so.
I think this dynamic's good, especially for another UFC pod.
I hate you, man. Who are you talking to, honest?
All right, that's a wrap. See you later.